This video shows Dave Nadler demonstrating the Antares 20E electric-powered motor glider at EAA's Airventure 2009 in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Video was shot by Richard Gammon. The voice has been re-recorded by Dave Nadler. Unfortunately, we do not have a recording of Larry Schneckneidler's very professional audio that was presented during the air show. Yankee Oscar is an Antares 20E electric-powered glider flown by Dave Nadler of Boston, Massachusetts. Antares 20E is the world's first series production certified electric aircraft and has been in production for several years. About 50 are now delivered and flying in Europe, North America, and Africa. Yankee Oscar is number 33. Antares lithium-ion batteries have enough energy to climb about 10,000 feet. The 57 horsepower motor is used for takeoff, but Dave normally shuts the motor off after finding the first thermal, typically around 1,000 feet, leaving the remaining 9,000 feet of energy available for reserve. Dave then flies all day using just the energy in the sky and rarely uses the motor again. The Antares propulsion is optimized for climbing and normally not used for cruise. Antares has a max glide ratio of 56:1 at 70 knots, so from 1 mile high it can glide 56 miles. At 100 knots it does 41:1 LRD, and at 120 knots it does 31:1. For Airventure, Dave will climb at an initial rate of 800 feet per minute, then retract the gear and reduce climb rate for improved efficiency. Today, Dave will climb to around 1,900 feet, shut down and retract the motor, and then do a flyby. Modern gliders such as Antares are regularly flown hundreds of miles using just energy in the sky. Dave's longest flight this year is about 450 miles, with an average flight this year of 245 miles and about 5 hours aloft, always landing back home. Dave used the motor to return home only once this year. Normally it is just used for takeoff, but it's sure nice to have the reserve. Dave flies the Antares mostly in competitions. At glider competitions, glider enthusiasts gather to see who can fly fastest over courses of 200 to 400 miles each day. Typical winning average speeds are 70 to 90 miles an hour using just the energy available in the sky. On great soaring days, these gliders achieve average speeds over 100 miles an hour. Dave will fly the Antares by at 150 knots, about 175 miles per hour, then gently pull up into a landing pattern. Glider pilots returning home from long flights always carry extra safety altitude in reserve, then speed up when the home airport is safely within reach. A flyby and pull up into the landing pattern is normal for racing gliders where local traffic permits this safely. After flying a landing pattern, Dave will demonstrate the extension of the Antares engine and propeller in flight. Normally the Antares motor is not used after launch, but if the glider pilot finds himself low, far from home, the motor can be used to climb high enough to glide home. Dave will climb back to pattern altitude, stow the motor, and make a normal landing. Soaring, another name for gliding, is a great sport and a very inexpensive way to learn to fly. A student glider pilot can solo at age 14 and get an FAA license at age 16. The largest glider operator in the United States is the U.S. Air Force Academy, who uses the gliders for cadet training at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. There are glider clubs and commercial operations all across the United States. The Soaring Society of America has an Oshkosh Special Introductory Instruction Package for $89. This package includes a minimum of half-hour ground school, half-hour flight time, training materials, a logbook, and 3 issues of the magazine. Visit ssa.org on the web. Again, it's an $89 special, a very, very good deal for an introductory instruction package for gliding at ssa.org on the web. Antares is built by Lange Aviation in Zweibrücken, Germany, south of Frankfurt. Lange Aviation also built the DLR H-2 research aircraft for the German DLR, which is Germany's equivalent of NASA. The DLR H-2 is a hydrogen-powered derivative of the 20E and the first aircraft to take off using solely hydrogen power. Dave is from Boston, Massachusetts. He's flown gliders 3,200 hours over 30 years. Dave ran his consulting business for 18 years, creating software and electronic products, and worked 5 years as a technology executive. Now Dave is between opportunities and flying the Antares as much as possible.